What is going on, guys? It has been quite some time since I've started a new build series. It has been an incredible year so far of riding and racing, and it's been a blast to make these race videos, but I know most of you guys subscribe to see me wrench on bikes right here in the garage, so it is finally time to start the next project. What I have right here is a 2020 KTM 350 SXF motocross bike. I picked this thing up in Utah last December on my way down to Arizona for Christmas for $5,000. This thing has 145 hours on it, actually runs great. My brother rode it over that Christmas. I've ridden it a couple times here when my other bikes have been down for maintenance. I've also been robbing parts off of it for the last few months when my 350 runs into problems. But the engine size is completely unimportant because this motor is getting yanked out, and we're gonna be putting a 600cc single-cylinder two-stroke engine from Panthera Motorsports inside this chassis. Why would you want a 600cc two-stroke, you ask? Well, first of all, it is badass. But if you've ever swung a leg over even a 500 two-stroke, you know that they absolutely rip and they have more power than you could pretty much ever want on dirt. The plan with this bike is to put the Panthera motor in, test it on dirt first, ideally take a dune strip, but the long-term goal for this bike is to build one of the most badass snow bikes you've ever seen in your life. You guys may know I started snowmobiling 2 winters ago now, and while I'm still pretty novice, it is an awesome sport. I've ridden snow bikes a couple times, and my biggest complaint is that they're a little underpowered. They're fun, but one of the things I love about snowmobiling is going fast, and on a snow bike, you're not just gonna pull a big hill in 4th gear straight up. It's a whole different style of riding. But with the 600cc two-stroke snow bike, I think it's gonna open up an entire world of possibilities on snow that I never knew existed. So that's enough chit chat for right now. I'll have plenty of time to tell you about what we're doing to this thing throughout the series, but step one is to get this thing torn down to the frame. So let's rip this bike apart. Just a couple hours ago, this was the frame of a KTM 350, but no longer. The next time this frame has a motor in it, it's gonna have a big, beefy two-stroke pipe coming out the front. So I will actually be sending this frame out to Panthera Motorsports. Their motor is designed to drop into quite a few different chassis, although this KTM 350 is not one of them. Initially, we thought it was, but we realized that the frame mounting tabs are slightly different. So I'm going to send this out to Panthera so that they can develop the necessary adapter pieces so that the motor does bolt straight into this frame with no modifications. And what's cool about that is they will then be able to offer this specific frame for their motors. So I need to get this frame boxed up and sent out to Canada. As for this engine, what are we going to do with it, you ask? Well, I have a tentative plan for that would be one of the coolest projects I've ever done if it's possible, but we're not going to talk about that till probably sometime in 2025. So click that subscribe button if you want to follow along with all these crazy builds. And you can see here we maintained a very high level of organization during disassembly, all of the parts laid out in a very particular way. Nah, just kidding, we've just got everywhere. So with this frame going to Canada, obviously it's going to be a little while before episode 2 where we actually start making some progress on this thing. But not to worry, I've got a YZ250 I picked up a couple months ago for $1,200 sitting in my shed that I'm ready to get started on next week. So you can expect the first video of that shortly. Someone will win the KLX 143 pit bike next Wednesday, July 31st. There is still some time to get entered. You have until July 30th to get entered to win that thing. That bike is an absolute ripper and I can't wait to see who takes it home. And one more exciting announcement is I will be doing a giveaway on my KTM 200 Silver Kings hard enduro bike. I'm getting that thing all freshened up after riding it at Silver Kings. New Shinko tires, new top end, new plastics, new graphics, new pipe. It's gonna be beautiful, whoever wins it. So entries for that bike are not yet open, but I anticipate getting that started in the next month or so stay tuned. Still working on the start to finish video for that one. It is an absolute beast of a project, but I'm really excited to show that entire 200 process all tied together. So there's never a shortage of projects around here. Like I said, be sure to click that subscribe button if you want to follow along. Also, if you're a snow biker and you have gained any expertise over the years on mods you made to the bike, things you wish you would have done, things you'd like to do, leave them in the comments below. Similar to the pit bike, I've never built a snow bike, so I have a lot to learn, a lot of research to do, and I really appreciate when you guys leave me insightful stuff down in the comments. I have learned a lot from you guys over the years. Hyped to start a new series, feels good to be back in the garage wrenching. Go get yourself entered for the KLX 143 if you want a chance before it's too late, and I'll see you guys soon with the next one.